Build the materialized view immediately. This is the default. This we need not check. We need time interval for this. Let us take this. Build immediate we are checking. Materialized view. What is the next number? 8. Here we use build immediate. Refresh. We go for complete refresh. Start with sysdate. Next will be 3/1440. Complete refresh. Build immediate. Materialized view created. Select star from T_EMP. It has 6 rows. Sorry. T_EMP1. It has 2 rows. Select star from MVT_EMP8. I think it is 8. Yes. This has 2 rows. Build immediately. It has built. And then build deferred. So when we specify deferred, it will wait for the first refresh. Till the first refresh, it will wait. Materialized view created. This time is not required. This is not EMP, we need EMP1. Let us create without this, without the start date, EMP9. Yes, it is created because start date is not required for creating the materialized view with build immediate. MVT EMP10. Without next it will throw no. Without next also it is creating. So with all the options it is able to create the materialized view. Without start with it makes sense, but without next also it is able to create the materialized view. I do not understand how the refresh will happen. Because there is no frequency, maybe we need to do the manual refresh in this case. Select star from MVT_EMP10. Yes, data is there. Select star from 9. data is there. Then also we have data here. Now let us use build deferred. Let's copy the whole thing. Deferred, D-E-F-E-R-R-E-D. This is 11. Materialized view created. Select star from 11. Data is there. Okay. 12. Refresh complete. No start with. Next is there. Select star from 12. There is no data. Since start with is not there, it has not refreshed. Maybe after 3 minutes we can see the data. So 30, 19 we have created. 33, 19 it should refresh, complete refresh, because it is 3 minutes. Table is having this one. This is also having this one immediately. Here we removed this one. This is 12. Say 12. We got $33.19. Another 1 minute, close to 1 minute. Materialized view is created. The data is not loaded into this. Because it is deferred, it will wait creating it till the next refresh. That is, first refresh will happen after 3 minutes. So till that it will be waiting. Yes. See, when we ran at 33:19, the refresh should start. Since it is complete refresh, it may be taking 3 to 4 seconds. So 19 to 20 is 3 seconds. At 22, we got the data. Means the materialized view is loaded with data after 3 minutes, that is first time interval, first refresh interval. At 22 we got the data. Now let us try one more without next option. Yes, materialized view is created. There should not be any data. It should be deferred. Drop materialized view name 13 we are dropping, and then we recreate using deferred option. Materialized view is created. No start, no next also. Now if you execute this 13, there is no data. Now when the data will be populated into the materialized view, this is after first refresh, but we did not specify any refresh interval here, so automatic refresh will not be there, so we need to do a manual refresh. Let us do a manual refresh. Let us check. It is not there. Run this again. No, it is not there. Now execute dbms_mview dot refresh the materialized view name, comma, we go for complete refresh. Refresh is completed. Now let us check data is present. So after the first refresh only data will be populated into the materialized view when we specify build deferred. So for build deferred or build immediate clauses, start with clause is not required, next clause is also not required. So whenever we do a refresh, automatically the data will be coming. So if we have start with clause, it will come immediate. If it is immediate, nothing is required, because immediately the data will be populated. We don't require any other clauses. Start with and next is also not required. If it is deferred, then if we have start with clause, immediately it will do. If you don't have start with clause, it will wait for the next frequency, that is the time what we specified in the next clause. If you don't specify the next clause also, then it will be waiting for the manual refresh to happen. So whenever we do a manual refresh, then automatically data will be loaded into the materialized view from the base tables. So this is the build deferred clause with materialized view. Means we can choose the immediate, build immediate is optional, that is the default option. If you want build deferred, we can use that. So when we use build deferred, the materialized view will be populated at the time of first refresh. So immediately data will not be loaded, it will wait for the first refresh to happen. Whenever the first refresh happens, then the data will be loaded. Till that point of time, the data will not be loaded. Materialized view will be created, but data will not be loaded into that. The next option what we have is enable or disable query rewrite. query rewrite option we are checking now. By default, the query rewrite is disabled. We can enable the query rewrite option whenever it is required. At the time of creating the materialized view, we can enable it, or we can alter the materialized view to enable the query rewrite option. Refresh, complete, on demand. On demand is optional. Enable query rewrite. Create materialized view MV underscore MVT underscore EMP 14. Refresh, complete, enable query rewrite as select. We are choosing the columns from EMP comma DEPT, where using outer join EMP dot department number plus equal to DEPT dot department number. Some join query we are using. Materialized view created. Let us run this query, whatever we used while creating the materialized view. It is bringing this data. Now select star from MVT underscore EMP14. It has the same data. We don't have any time interval here. We have used enable query rewrite. How the query rewrite will help us? When we have any aggregations, when we have any group functions in the query, those aggregations will be predefined, will be performed before itself. It will not be performed during the refresh. Before performing the refresh, aggregations will be performed. That is the advantage of using query rewrite enabled while creating the materialized view. Otherwise, if it is performing the aggregates during the refresh, it will take lot of time for the aggregations itself. This time can be avoided. This wastage of time can be avoided for aggregations if we use enable query rewrite while creating the materialized view. These aggregations are predefined. That means it will be calculated or aggregated before the refresh itself, and it will be ready for us. So when it goes for refresh, it will just insert the data. So it will not go for any aggregations. That is the advantage of using enable query rewrite. This we may not see practically, but internally this is what will happen. Even if we have aggregates in our query, during the refresh we may not be able to see whether it is doing the aggregates at the time of refreshing or before. So that cannot be visible for us. By default, the query rewrite will be disabled. So if you want to use disable query rewrite, this is the default option. We need not be using that. It is not required. If you want to enable query rewrite, then only we need to use it. Now, the last type of materialized view, which is pre-built. On pre-built table, this is 15 MVT underscore EMP 15. We use on pre-built table. Refresh complete. We don't require this enable query rewrite. All these are optional. Refresh option we have used on pre-built table as select star from T underscore EMP. We are creating a materialized view using pre-built option. So when we create a materialized view based on pre-built option, we are using pre-built table option. So when we want to use the pre-built table option, the name of the materialized view and the name of the table must be same, and the structure also should be same. Structure and names of both materialized view and table should be same. Names should match, structure also should match. Then only we can create the materialized view using pre-built table option. But still there is one restriction here. If you try to create a materialized view using pre-built table option on a table where the table is already used for some other materialized view, it will throw an error. See the error message: cannot create pre-built materialized view on a table already referenced by a MV. Since this table is already referenced by many other materialized views, this table cannot be used for creating a materialized view using pre-built table option. So we need to create a new table in this case. Let us create table T underscore EMP2 as select star from T underscore EMP1. We know that constraint will not be copied. So alter table T underscore emp2 add primary key on employee number. So we need to have primary key, that is why we are adding the primary key for the table, because when we create a table using create a table as, primary key will not be copied, constraints will not be copied. Now let us try the same thing on emp2, T underscore emp2. We are giving different name. Cannot create pre-built materialized view on a table already referenced by a MV. It is not referenced, right? Deadlock detected while trying to lock object. Some new error message. Why? Create materialized view, give a different name. Pre-built table does not exist. Don't we need this? Yes, emp2, only this much. Missing keyword. Again deadlock. A new error we have seen now, deadlock error. This is the new error which I have not come across any time.